You may not have noticed, but over the last 10 years or so, there's been a quiet revolution in the way that small businesses will, can and do go about acquiring funds for growth, which simply would not have occurred had the financial crisis not hit us all 10 years ago. So what's happened? 10, 12, 20, 30 years ago, the environment in which finance was provided to small business was pretty simple and well understood. You needed money, you went to your bank. It was a, dare I say it, dull, slightly two-dimensional arrangement, but nonetheless, apart from a few outlying providers, generally speaking, the environment was dominated by the major banks providing SMEs with their funding. When they retrenched, when they retreated from the market, that left a vacuum, and as we know, nature abhors a vacuum, and it left a huge and unfilled demand at a very fortunate time, because it was also at a time when technology was really beginning to be able to play a role in how businesses and their funders could interact. So we had this fortunate primordial soup of circumstances which led to an incredible explosion of innovation using technology, new money sources, which has now created this wonderful, vibrant, three-dimensional ecosystem of business funders able to address almost any conceivable requirement, need, circumstance. It's all there now. A bewildering array of potential funders. But again, fortunately, technology has been able to provide business owners with clearly understood and very user-friendly route maps, ways of navigating that marketplace quickly and easily. All of that would simply not have happened were it not for the financial crisis in the first place. Well, the good news is that the technology now exists in a very similar way to TripAdvisor to allow SMEs to quickly assess what all these propositions are, how relevant to them they are, and whether or not it's something with which they want to interact. When I started my business 30 years ago, if it wasn't the bank, it was nothing. There were no alternatives. Now, if you're starting a business or if you're growing a business, there is a whole world of alternatives out there. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of potential backers. That has to be good news. Look, we're not saying bank bad, non-bank good. What we are saying is together they are better. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to click to subscribe. Click the little bell to be notified of our next broadcast.